Welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. This is StrangerPalooza, and today we are talking about Squirrel versus Cybertruck. So typically I would assume the Cybertruck is going to win. However, if you're like me and you leave your Cybertruck outdoors, I was going to say wilderness. It's not really the wilderness. It's the country where Lola and I live in Florida, just outside of Gainesville. You leave it for about 2 weeks, the Squirrels will win. Today, we're going to talk about what happened to our Cybertruck when the Squirrels chewed through our airline and the wires associated to the air suspension system, how we got it back. It's kind of an update video. Let's get all into it right now. Before I get into all of this, I do want to say this video is brought to you by Jowua. They make accessories for Tesla, not just the Cybertruck. They also do your Model S, your Model Y, your Model X, Model 3. And today, specifically, we are going to talk about, because Jowua's come out with some cool accessories for 2025 for the Cybertruck. We're going to talk about this, Lola. Here, I'll show you. I'll grab it. Center console for the Cybertruck. So check that out. I'll show you guys what the box looks like, what it comes with. But this is a better organizer for your Cybertruck center console. More rigid. It does have this rubber protection in here. And it does have a cable that connects it down to the USB-C down there, and then as you can see right there, you don't have to go fishing for that thing. So you could plug right into your ports through here, including, you know, if you're trying to get footage off of the dash cam or something like that. So very nice. So we have a code, 5% off at Jowua when you use the code STRANGE, and we'll be bringing quite a few of the other new accessories that Jowua has available for the Cybertruck. You guys can check it out on their website. I'll put a link down here. Okay, so let's talk about what happened with the Squirrels. I think, Lola, to get into it, I'm gonna look at my notes here.
Just to make sure you don't forget anything.
Yes, Lola likes me to have notes so I don't forget anything, like she just said. So I will look at this. So let's start with what happened. I think if we go back to early part of January of 2025, Lola and I did, you know, we do mostly vans here, and we do some Cybertruck stuff because we own the Cybertruck as well as a Tesla Model X. So we actually went to the Tampa RV show, and we were there for about a week. And then after that show, we went to Las Vegas for another industry show. I won't get too deep into that right now. But when we were going, Miss Lola did say to me, you should put the Cybertruck in the garage. And I was like, nah, I don't need to do that. So you can say I told you so if you want to, Lola.
Sure. I told you so, Hank.
Does that, you feel good? Make you?
No.
Gives you some, no? You don't feel, sure, okay. I love it when I can say I told you so. So anyway, didn't do that with the Cybertruck, and it sat out here on the property for about 2 weeks. So we've had this before with other vehicles. I don't think it's anything particular to Tesla or the Cybertruck, but if you leave your vehicle outdoors in the country like this, especially, you know, when you're in the winter months, squirrels and other creatures will try to find a home in there and eat things. So when we got back from Las Vegas after 2 weeks, I actually found an error code when I went to drive. Actually, it was slammed all the way down. You can't actually see right now. This is in entry mode, believe it or not, and I took a picture which I'll run in for you guys. So this is entry mode. This is the lowest that I could put it with the app or from inside the vehicle. It was slammed down lower than this. And I really, it didn't really jog in my brain until I went in and I saw an error code. I'll pull it up here for you. So inside it gave me TAS_A217 air suspension unable to raise. And then it said, you know, it says functionality may be restored on the next drive. So I moved it around, and shut it off and started it up and everything, but the air suspension was not coming on. So I was very concerned about that. I actually thought that the Cybertruck air suspension system failed, and I didn't realize what happened. So I took it to Gainesville, where there's a brand new service center for Tesla in Gainesville, and I took it over there. And when I left it with those guys, they came back and said, let me see. They sent me a picture, which I'll roll in so you guys could see that. It was just really, you know what's weird? Driving this before I get into that, Lola. Yeah, I think you drove with me, right?
You picked me up from work.
Yeah, because I remember taking you, I think I took this in on your birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah.
But before then, early in the week, you picked me up from work.
And this thing was slammed real low, and it looks good, slammed down real low, but it doesn't feel good.
The drive was terrible.
Yeah, drive's terrible. You feel every single bump when that air suspension is not working. And you know what? Once again, this is something that if we want to, we can blame on Tesla, but I think that happens with any of these vehicles that have air suspension. We had a Ram Rebel, which had air suspension, and we never had any problems with it in the time that we had it. However, that's the number one thing that everyone says, like, oh, look out for the air suspension, because if something happens, then you have no air suspension, right? Or it doesn't work properly. So I know right now, Tesla actually announced the super entry level. I think it's like 69,000 or something, and that doesn't even have air suspension. It actually has coils. So one of the cool things about that is you won't wind up in a situation like this, but air suspension gives it the best ride. That's the flip side of that, right? It gives this amazing, smooth, comfortable ride. You can adjust it and all that kind of stuff. I'll show you guys. And you can even adjust it from the app, which I'll show you guys some of that cool stuff. Downside of it is if something gets to it, it's a horrible, horrible ride. You can drive over a grain of rice on the road.
And you will feel it.
Yeah. But it looks really good. I'll roll in a picture of when I took it, because it was funny. Like, there were more people like, oh, that looks awesome. And they didn't realize my pain I was going through. So I want to bring up what it was. It says here, actually, let me go into it. So what Tesla found, they said technician inspected and verified air suspension issue, confirming a leak in the front left air spring. Cause was determined to be leaking airline due to rodent damage. And it says leading to replace the left airline bundle. The airline bundle and necessary connectors were replaced, and they addressed the leaks, and then they drove it around, checked it out. So basically what they had to do with this while it was in the shop, all that suspension stuff is obviously underneath, and they chewed through the actual airline itself, as well as some of the, the power connectors for it. That's why it was not functional. So what they do is they actually drop the battery out, which is amazing to me. So they took the bolts out, dropped the battery, and they put all that stuff back in. One thing I would say is that I'm gonna guess this is because that service center is kind of new and the folks there are new. When they took all the bolts out, they didn't actually mark or do anything to remember exactly where those bolts go, which is very specific. So this actually sat there a little bit longer because they just whoever the technician was took out all the bolts, and then they had to figure out exactly where all the bolts go back. So it took a little bit longer, but technically it's an easier repair because you can just drop that battery. It took them maybe a week or so to get the parts in, then they replaced it. So if you want to know what it wound up costing me, it was like $2,200. So if we compare that, like I had this same problem. The Ram Rebel, the squirrels chewed through a line, but it was powered or something.
Right, it was powered.
Yeah.
I don't recall, but it was not the suspension.
Not the suspension, yeah, on that. And then I've had two Audi R8s, which they went through those also. And one of them I remember was like around 3,000-4,000. The other one was like 5,000.
Yeah, I guess it's maybe the corn oil or the corn
biodegradable stuff.
That's being used.
Yeah, they use a lot of to line the wiring and even the air tubes and stuff. They use biodegradable plastics, and that is very delicious.
Apparently.
To all creatures. So when I talk to the folks at Coachman, for example, that made our van, this is an issue that they have to deal with. So there's a bunch of suggestions, and you guys can probably hit us with some of your suggestions of what people do if you have to leave. First of all, I have a garage because I've been through this so much with other vehicles. Hence why Lola was saying put it in the garage. I don't know. I figured somehow, like with this hard shell, you know, there's no way, but there is a way. There is a way. If this has happened to you, let me know, because a lot of people are like, what? You know, even people that have Cybertrucks don't believe that's what's happened. But there are ways if you have to leave it outside. I've heard people use like coyote urine, Lola, ammonia they spray around there. There's all kind. We're messing around with stuff. If you guys are looking at this video and you have some ideas of things that can work to keep the squirrels away, I know there's some sound devices, and we've tried some of those things with the vans as well, right?
We have.
I don't think you really believe in like the sound devices.
I don't.
Yeah. Best thing is a garage. If you can't put it in a garage, like the van can't go in a garage. Yeah, I'm messing around with some different deterrents of what you can use to keep the squirrels away. I don't want to have to keep paying. There's some creature up there, Lola.
That's competing with you. That's what's happening.
Don't worry about it.
They're competing with you.
We got a lot
right
of birds
there.
going through. I can see them.
Yeah, I see them too. Two
Yeah,
of them.
they're little tiny birds, but they are loud. So anyway, there's a lot of different things. I'm experimenting with stuff to deal with that. It's really all my fault. I blame myself for it. But it's not fun to pay thousands of dollars to fix stuff like that, especially not to do it over and over again. At this point, it's happened to me several times with several different vehicles. So just a warning to folks out there. I don't know if these squirrels were like, this was way before protests and stuff like that, Lola. This is before all that happened. So these squirrels might have been protesting. I don't know.
I don't know.
But overall, it was like a quick, easy repair. I'm trying to see.
It was not that quick. It was in there from
it was there for a month.
January to nearly the end of February.
Technically, it's an easy repair. I think because the place was new, it took a little bit. It took some time. It took several weeks to get it done. Which really, they could have probably got it done within a week, if you know, if they were like fully up and running and stuff like that. So that's the, you know, how was it fixed and the cost side of it. I think if you want to know, I didn't go to the auto insurance that we have because we've already hit them several times. Like our van got struck by lightning and some different things have happened. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll just pay for this one. I don't want them to know about, I don't need my premiums going up anymore. So that covers that. There is an app update for the suspension control that I wanted to share with everyone, because I think that is super cool. So if you're in your app and let me see, you go to controls, here I'll show you guys. So in the control part of the app itself, you can open the doors. That's all the usual cool stuff you can do. But if you slide up here, you can actually make your suspension go up. So right now it's in entry. I'll put it up on high, if you guys could see that. And
so it raises the back, then the front.
Yeah, it's doing it right now, but you know, it's really quiet. I can hear it running. You're not gonna see that much in the back because of the cladding. I think we'll see something up here probably as it goes up. See, starting to see all the suspension. There's cladding in here and everything. So the better way to show it to you guys is, actually when I drop it, it's gonna go down super fast. So let's give it a second to go up here. But this is like a little party trick, you know? Okay, do you want to see me drop it?
Let's do it from the other side. I've got some sun glare.
Oh, okay. Look at this little, I don't even know what that bug is. Do you see that little green bug on there? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, we are living in Jurassic Park for anyone who wants to know. We got special kinds of squirrels out here. They're massive squirrels. Everything's big. So look at that. Look at how much space is in here. I'll show you guys just to give you an example, and then watch. I'm gonna hit the button and drop it, even though it's still in the process of going up. Look at that. It releases the air a lot faster. So, yeah. So air suspension system definitely working. I like that. It's one of the things I like about Tesla. There's been lots of updates and things like that on this. the self-driving. I'll talk about those in another video. That's not really for this video. I did really want to cover what happened with the squirrels because some of my friends know about that. Like I said, I think that one's on me. So the biggest thing of it is how do you avoid it? Nowadays, I think I'm good at putting it in the garage, right?
Yes,
I put it in the
you are.
garage, move it around. I think one of the big things is if you don't have a garage and you're leaving, I mean, this is a tough truck. You're supposed to be able to leave it outside, but if you are leaving it outside, move it around. Because squirrels, from what I've seen, if something sits there long enough, they observe that and then they get territorial and they're like, oh, I guess that place is open for me to occupy it. And they go in there and start eating stuff. So that's one thing I would say. Move it around. If you can't move it around, lock it up in a garage. And then there are some other deterrents which I am gonna look into, start experimenting with. If you guys have found one that works really well, let me know. There was nothing. I asked the folks at Tesla if there's something that they can do to help me protect those lines. The answer to that one is no. So there you go. Am I missing anything, Lola?
Other than, I guess it's driving well now, right?
It's driving awesomely, yeah. With that, this air suspension is fantastic. I am very curious to see what an actual like spring-based or those kind of suspensions, what they'll be like. You can still get adjustable versions of those like they have with the vans. You know, so I'm curious to see how those look and how those feel. But the air suspension is awesome. You just obviously you got to protect it. So yeah, lesson learned. The squirrels have won out against me.
Once again.
Yeah. And that's all I'm gonna say in this video. But I will have my day. I'll just leave it at that. Big thanks to Lola behind the camera here on this one. Like I said, make sure you guys check out the links in the description and check out Jowua and the accessories they have there on the website. Even if you don't have a Cybertruck, if you have a Tesla, they've got some cool accessories. They even have some accessories that you can use in whatever vehicle that you have. You can use the code STRANGE, save yourself 5%. And let me know what else you would like to know about this. Lola and I plan some other update videos because we have other things going on around this. I think if you want to know how many miles I put on it so far, I'm at around 14,000 miles. I've driven this from here all the way to California and back since then and done some long road trips with it. And I enjoy this. I'm very happy with the Cybertruck. I just wish maybe they would have taken some of this you know, tough stuff and put it to keep the squirrels out, but it is what it is. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.